Hi friends, welcome to Yoga Basics Sun Salutations Part 2. In this video, we will be exploring and expanding on what we learned in the previous video. If you have not checked that out, I'll leave you a link. Sun Salutations is a great little flow to have in your yoga toolkit. It can be done anywhere, at any speed, making it restorative, making it dynamic, make it what you want. So let's not waste any more time and get started. Welcome to Sun Salutations Part 2. In today's video, we are going to go over what we learned last week, and then we're going to build on that, setting ourselves up for next week for putting it all together into a full Sun Salutations with the breath. So let's get started. So just choose a comfortable seat. Again, I'm going to sit on my heels because this is comfortable for me. If this is not comfortable for you, then sit in a cross-legged position or even extend the legs out, whatever works. We're going to just sit here for a few moments as we explore some pranayama and get settled in. So taking a nice long deep breath and exhale. I don't know if you can hear the breeze, but it just kind of went by as I exhaled. That was pretty cool. Again, deep breath in and exhale. And as you're settling yourself in, just turn your attention to someone or something that you're grateful for. As you know, I like to begin all of our sessions just cultivating a little bit of gratitude. And just moving that to the edge of your awareness. Open up your awareness to your surroundings. Notice the sounds, the smells, the sensations of touch, taste, and vision. Just welcome all of your senses to be present to this practice. And just take those few moments here now to just let yourself be grounded and be present for this practice. And then we're going to turn our awareness to our breath and just notice how the body breathes itself. A really big part of the Sun Salutations is how we link the breath to all the movements. So it's one thing to learn the asanas, but then when you fold in the breath, we really get the most benefit from the practice. So the three-part breath is the breath that we use with this practice. We've been doing this. If you've been with me for a while, you know what it is. But let's just turn our attention right back to it. So close your eyes or lower your gaze and turn your attention to your breath. And feel the sensation of your breath as it comes and goes in your body breathing itself. And then just bring the awareness of your breath to your nose. And breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and mouth. Keep your lips slightly parted. And when you inhale, lift the tongue to the roof of the mouth. When you exhale, relax your tongue. Let the breath pass. In through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. Imagine that breath coming up into your head, nourishing your brain and your mind with vital life force, oxygen, and then it just falls out of your body. In through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. And then just place one hand on your chest in the area of the collarbones. Feel the sensation of your hand. Feel the expansion in your chest beneath the hand. Inhale through the nose, draw it up through the head, and now into the chest, into this space. And with an ease of effort, the breath falls out of your body. In through your nose, out through your nose and mouth. Breathing from the head, expanding into the chest. And the other hand comes to your belly, just below your rib cage. Feel the sensation of this hand here. Feel the rise and fall of your belly underneath your hand. And as you draw that breath in, draw it deep into your lungs. into the whole body. Imagine the breath expanding through the arms and down through the legs. In through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. Breathing from the head into the chest, deep into the whole body. Expanding the lungs, and then as you exhale, consciously draw the belly in towards your backbone. In through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. Breathing from the head to the chest, deep into the lungs. From the mind to the heart and to the whole self. Each inhale lengthens, opens, and expands the body. And each exhale is a release, an ease of effort, and a letting go. And just set the intention to link the breath with the movements of this practice. Release your arms. Release the breath back to the body. Let the body continue to breathe itself. And then we'll just change our position, swing those legs around, or straighten them out if they're not. We're just going to go mat distance apart for a nice easy forward bend. Sitting up nice and tall, squeeze and open the toes, point and flex, make some circles. It's really important to open up the joints before doing any kind of flow yoga, particularly if this is your yoga practice. If you're not really doing a lot of yoga during the week, you just come to a class a couple times. So it's real important to do these beginning steps. So we're going to press our heels out. Feel the length in the back of the legs. Feel the length up through the torso. And then feel your sits bones. Roll back onto your tailbone, rounding out the spine. Pull back up just to kind of feel where that all is. Checking the alignment. That straight line here. And then we've got that straight line here. We're going to talk about that throughout this session. And then roll back, take a deep breath, exhale, tuck your chin, slide your hands down. And then curl yourself up one vertebrae at a time, stack the spine, roll the shoulders back and down. And then pull your feet into bound angle. You can hold on to the ankles, butterfly the knees, rock on the sits bones. And then if you're feeling good here, go ahead and grab your big toe. Take 2 fingers, pull through the metatarsal, pull the toes back, spread the knuckles of the feet really wide. And exhale, lean forward. Now if this is too much, just go ahead and hold on to the ankles. Otherwise, we're going to lean forward, drop the elbows into the inner knees and the inner thighs. Bring your head down. And then inhale up. Take a breath. Good. We're going to come right into a squat. So remember last time, when you come up onto your toes. Take a block back behind the heel. Helps give you a little more stability. If you can sink those heels down, and bring your hands into Namaskar Mudra. Just kind of press with the knees in and the elbows out, create a little resistance here. One more breath. Place the hands down on the mat. And then just lift up through the hips, drop your head down, and come into a ragdoll position. You can position yourself towards the center of the mat and just give a little swinging and swaying here. Really want to loosen everything up. And then soften those knees. And we're going to swing the arms front to back. Waking up the arms. And then swing up. Whoa, boy, that's a big stretch. Exhale down, shake it all out. All right. Woo! It's a hot, hot day here in Belize. I got to tell you, it's like 95 and super humid. I do have a fan blowing on me. That's my only saving grace. All right, step, step, step those feet so that you land on your natural stance, front to back, and then side to side, inside edges, outside edges. Maybe make some circles, reverse those circles. Good. We're going to go back to the up and down, just rocking back and forth. I want to find your balance. So just find your point of drishti. Come up onto the toes. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hold your gaze in one spot and then slowly sink, sink, sink down into the heels. Roll back on the heels, set the balls of the feet down, and relax the toes. Good. Take a deep breath. All of our joints. So drop your chin down to your chest, and then inhale, lift your head up. Back and forth a few times, and then side to side. Back to the center. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Let the left arm float off the side of your body. Wiggle those fingers. Rotate the wrist. Palm faces back. And then just reach back with that arm. Feel that stretch all in through here. Maybe down through your arm. Good. Bring your arm back and your head up. Take a deep breath. And then drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Remember this straight line. You want to keep those shoulders nice and level. Just feel the neck opening as you float your right arm up away from your body. Wiggle your fingers. Rotate your wrist. And press back. Feel the stretch on this side. And then bring the arm back and the head up. Good. Take a deep breath. Roll the shoulders back a few times and forward a few times. Bring your hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Palms together. We just want to identify the right and left sides of our body. So just feel your way all the way up, all the way down, right and left sides. And then feel the top half. It's not really half, but the top part of your body and the lower part of your body. This way. Holding on to your T alignment. Great. Take another deep breath. So we're going to bring our hands back into Namaskar Mudra. And lift the elbows. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Press your palms into each other. Open the fingers wide. Lift the palms off of each other. Press into the fingertips and release. Wiggle the fingers. Stretch it all out. Shake it all out. Send those fingers down. Turn your palms back and squeeze your shoulder blades. Palms facing each other. And then round the spine as you bring the arms forward. Really reach like you're holding a ball here. Turn the palms out. Inhale, reach back, squeeze the shoulder blades and look up. Exhale, round the spine. One more. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, round the spine. And then float the arms out to the sides and float them down. Shake it all out. Bring your hands to your hips. And then draw the elbows back. So we're squeezing those shoulder blades. We just kind of woke them up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Bend the right knee. Take a deep breath. Pull your belly in. Exhale. Push that right hip back. Lean forward. Draw those shoulder blades together and bring attention down your left leg. Feel the stretch in the left leg. And inhale. Lift up. Drop that heel. Bend the right knee. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lean forward. Push those hips back. Get a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Feel the right leg opening up. And inhale up. I'm going to go back and forth now. Bend the right knee. And And bend the left knee. You can really exaggerate this motion, deeply working those hips. We'll do one more on each side. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Good. Drop your arms. Be loose for a moment. Take a breath. And then step the right foot forward. Just a generous step forward. Find your balance. Find a drishti point if you need to. And just remember, for this, we're not leaning forward. We want to go straight down, bend the left knee, and come down. Feel the leg waking up, rolling all the muscles inward. 3, 2, and 1. Step up and step back. We're going to step that right foot just a little bit behind the left heel. Stretch the arch and the ball of the right foot. And then roll over the top of the foot, stretching the toes and the metatarsal. And step the foot back into place. And then step the left foot forward. Take a moment to find your balance. Focus your drishti point. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Bringing that knee down. Breathe. Feel the legs, everything rolling inward. This is work. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up and step back. Step the left foot behind the right heel. And then just stretch the arch, the toes, and over the top of the foot. And step the foot back in place. And just wiggle it out a little bit. All right. And we'll just sway a little bit side to side here. A little twisting. All right. Let's move on to review what we looked at last video, which was the opening poses and the ending poses for our sun salutations. And today we're going to fill in the middle a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way so that you get a good side view. Our first pose is the mountain pose, Tadasana. So we bring our feet close together and work so that the outside edges are parallel. This won't work for everybody, but if you are working towards this, that's where you want to be. You want to look down to the pinky toes and line them up straight on the outside edges. Sink the heels. Find a little softness in the knees. They're not locked. They're not bent. They're just kind of in between. And press those heels down. As you press the heels down, you might feel the muscles wrapping around the bones of your legs and your low back. And then bring awareness all the way up the body. You want to feel each vertebrae all the way up through the shoulder blades and the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and down. Fingers reaching towards the earth. Your chin is level. This is Tadasana, the mountain pose. First pose of SURYA NAMASKAR. Take a breath in through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. Let's do 2 more like this. In through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. 1 more. In through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. Just setting the pattern of breath. Bring the hands to Namaskar Mudra. In through the nose, out through the nose and mouth. Inhale up. Reach way up. Length first. Always get as much length to the side of your body. We're just going to reach and reach and reach and really lengthen our body here. And then begin to squeeze, press those heels down, squeeze through the glutes as you press the hips forward and the arms reach back as far as you can. And then sweep the arms around. Tadasana, Namaskar, Ardhvasana. So back to Tadasana. Take a breath in and out. Namaskar Mudra. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, lift up. Ardhvasana, upward reach. Get all the length you can. Full inhale, exhale, sweep the arms behind the knees. Nice flat back. Take a breath, and as you exhale, slide your hands down to the lowest point on your legs that you can reach. If you're way up here, that's fine. If you're way down low, go for whatever your body allows. We're just going to hang out here for a few moments just to get some length in the backs of our legs. And then look forward, bend your knees back to that squat. So just kind of put your hands on your knees for a moment, just to kind of feel this part of the body. All right, and then reach those arms back. See how the legs really engage? Bring the arms up. And inhale back, straight up first, and then arch back. Exhale down. Let's do 3 rounds. Take a breath. Another breath. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, upward reach. Exhale, halfway. Take a breath, and exhale all the way. Look forward, bend the knees, reach the arms back, and the arms forward, Utkatasana. Inhale up, exhale down. Take a breath. Namaskar Mudra. Take a breath. Inhale up, and exhale halfway down. Take a breath. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, bend the knees and reach the arms back and forward. And inhale up, exhale down. One more. Take a breath. Namaskar. Inhale up and exhale halfway. Take a breath. Exhale all the way. Look forward, bend the knees, reach back and forward. Inhale up and exhale down. Great. Whew. Step your feet apart. You might not be feeling it as I am because it's so hot here, but it's kind of take a moment. If you are feeling it, if you feel your heart starting to race a little bit, just take a little step back. So last video, we also did lunge, but we're going to get back to the lunges in just a few moments. But first, let's do the Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose, and Adho Mukha Shavasana, which is downward facing dog. So we're just going to insert those into our Surya Namaskar, and then we're good to go. We can put the whole flow together. All right? So come on down onto your mat and find your way into the center of the mat so that you have room in front and room in back. And if you want to put fists down or palms down, whatever works for you. If you have a lot of stress on the wrists, then go ahead and make a fist. So I'm going to place my palms down. I'm just going to go side to side here for a moment. Just make some circles maybe. I just want to feel a sense of grounding and feel secure and balanced, even though this is just kind of an easy little tabletop pose. And and we're going to do a couple cat-cow tips. Drop your head down, loosen your neck here, pull your belly in, press the palms down, open those fingers wide, and then reverse. Drop your belly, lift your head. You can even go under. Press into the tailbone, and then go back and forth a few times. Do it a little organically. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Come back to neutral. We're just going to walk the hands towards the front of the mat. Now, this is super important to feel where you are here. Feel how your wrists and shoulders are so far apart. First, we're just going to push back into a little puppy dog stretch. Bring your ears between your arms. Now feel how this feels, the integrity of this stretch from the wrist all the way up the shoulder, but it keeps going right up the side to the tailbone. Nice straight line. It's not, and it's not way back here. It's ears right next to the arms. This is super important for your downward facing dog. Nice little stretch here, and then come on again. So the next thing that I want to show, just hold on to that little bit of information for when we get to downward dog, is what we call danda. Danda is very important because it gets down on. It takes a little practice to do this, so maybe you might want to pause the video and after the video. With your arms a little bit further ahead, like you were going to do, drop your forearms down all the way to the mat, and then just sweep through. Got it? Come back up. Start here, neutral position. For Danda, we walk the hands forward, drop the forearms, and sweep through onto the belly. All right, so let's just take a little rest here. Bring your wrists underneath your chin for the crocodile pose. And then lift your heels. Just windshield wiper back and forth a few times. Make some circles. Reverse those circles. And lower the legs down. Curl your toes under and press back through the heels, waking those legs up. All right. So Bhujangasana, the cobra pose, is one of the poses that brings a lot of controversy to the yoga practice. So many times through the years, people have said to me, I did that cobra pose, that snake pose, and it blew out my back, and I'll never do yoga again. Well, that's because you have to do it in a very specific way to protect your back. And the first thing I would say is to do those spine opening stretches. So for Bhujangasana, hands just a little bit ahead of the shoulders, not quite underneath so the elbows are up. You want your elbows down, your forearms glued right to the mat. We're not pushing in the hands. It's going to be like a lift up here. And then bring your legs in alignment. So if you're out of alignment, just point your toes down and feel your way all the way down your legs. Drop your forehead down to the mat. I'm going to lift up just so I'm not crowding the microphone. So your forehead is down on the mat, and you're just kind of feeling the whole body, everything in front touching the earth. Just feel the gravity of it, the weight of your body sinking into the earth. And take a breath in and out. And then find your breath again. And as you inhale, lift your head, your face, your chin, your chest, all the way back. Reach that stretch all the way down your legs. So you want to be lifting up with the chest, not pushing into the hands. Right here. Bhujangasana. And then exhale down. Drop your forehead. Lift those heels again. Paddle your feet. That helps to release the back. Let's try this one more time. Drop your forehead. Find your breath. Inhale, lift up and extend. Relax the shoulders. You should be able to turn your head. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the hands into crocodile pose again and just bring your chin down. Take a few breaths and just rest here. All right. And now we're going to bring the hands a little further back so that the elbows are up. They're not out wide. You want them in close to the body. We're going to push ourselves up into a plank. You can do this with your knees, or if you have the strength through the arms, go for it, or maybe you're somewhere in between. A lot of times I'm mostly in between. I don't have the strength in my arms always to do plank, but sometimes I do. So feel this plank pose. Look down your feet. Make sure that your feet aren't super close. They're not super wide. Just kind of hip distance apart. Shoulders and wrists are lined up here. So make sure you have the proper adjustments. And this is what's going to put you in the proper alignment for downward dog. So just looking down between the hands, lift the hips up to the sky and draw those ears between the arms, just like we did when we were doing the puppy dog stretch. So press through the palms, feel the length from the fingertips all the way up the arms, right up your spine to your tailbone. And then feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. Maybe let's just bicycle those knees. Bend one knee and then the other knee. Just kind of work them out this way. And then come up on the toes and sink your heels. Good. Now what do we do after the downward dog? Super easy. Come down onto your knees and bring your foot forward for a lunge. So that's how we do that. And if you put your foot in between your hands, your knee and your ankle will line up perfectly. Curl your back toe under, and here we are in our runner stretch or our lunge, or I can't say the Sanskrit pronunciation of it. And then lower down. And then push the hips back. We're going to bring that knee back. And then let's press back into our plank pose. Lift up into downward dog. Nice big stretch. I want to show you a different way to kick the foot forward. So you're going to choose which one works best for you. So starting out in plank, push up into downward dog. Again, nice big stretch. And this time, instead of coming down onto the knees and stepping the foot forward, I'm going to draw the knee in, kick it back, and then step it forward. So this is something that perhaps you're going to work on. Perhaps it's something that you have no desire to do, or perhaps you're already there. So you just kind of decide what works for you. And then when we're done here, you just step the other foot forward for a standing forward bend. And so say, for example, that you don't have the range of motion to kick that leg and come forward. So we are plank, downward dog, come down to the knees, and then I step my foot forward, but it just won't go. Reach back and grab the ankle and scooch it, scooch it. No shame in that. Just kind of figuring out what works for us. And also, if you need blocks, go ahead and grab your blocks and bring yourself up a little bit higher. Okay. All right, you ready to put it all together? Let's see what we got. We're going to go nice and slow. We'll fumble our way through it, but we'll get there. So you want to move yourself a little bit forward on the mat so you have lots of room, the whole length of your mat. All right, so coming into Tadasana, look down, check your feet, soften your knees, bring awareness up through the body, stack the spine, roll the shoulders back and down, chin is level. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands to Namaskar. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, halfway down. Take a breath. Exhale all the way down. Look forward, bend your knees. Place your hands next to your feet, fingers and toes lined up. Reach the right leg back for a high lunge, and then lower the knee, top of the foot, and push back. We're going to bring the left knee back. We're going to bring the right knee back to meet the left knee, and walk the hands a little bit forward. Drop the forearms and come through in Danda. Drop your forehead, inhale up in Bhujangasana. Extend those legs and lower down. Slide your hands back up, curling your toes. Press up into the plank pose. Feel the strength of your arms. Check down, make sure your feet are in the right spot. Press the hips up into downward dog. Nice big stretch. And then come down onto the knees and step the left foot forward. Nice reach here in the back. Reach the left heel back to a high lunge. And then step your foot forward. Standing forward bend. Look forward, bend the knees. Reach the arms back and forward. Inhale up. Exhale the arms down. We're going to do the other side now. Take a breath. Namaskar Mudra. Take a breath. Inhale up. Exhale halfway. Exhale all the way. Look forward, bend the knees. Left leg reaches back to a high lunge. Drop the knee, top of the foot. Bring the right knee back. Walk the hands forward. Drop the forearms. Come through in Danda. Lift up in Bhujangasana. Lower down. Draw the hands behind the shoulders or under the shoulders. Press up to plank. Back to downward dog. Bend your knees and step. Left foot forward between the hands. Step the right foot forward, standing forward, bend. Look forward, bend the knees, reach back and forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Shake it all. That is one round of Surya Namaskar. So you do the right side, you do the left side, and then you reverse it, do the left side and do the right side. Typically do as many rounds as you want to fold in. There's lots of sequences where you can do 6, 8. Sometimes we used to do 108, and we would break it up. We'd do 6 and 6, and then we'd have a little reading, a little rest, a little meditation time. And maybe we'll do that again someday soon. All right, so we've had kind of a little bit of a rest here. I would like to do a couple more rounds. So we've just kind of worked our way into it. I'd like to do one side to the other again. Now that you get your heart rate just kind of slowed down, your breath slowed down. We'll do it one more time and then we'll come down and finish out on the mat. Okay, so again, find your way towards the front of the mat. Give yourself just a little bit of space here. Check your feet. Standing in the mountain pose. Tadasana. Breath in and out. Namaskar Mudra. In and out. Inhale, upward reach. Exhale, halfway. Half Uttanasana. Take a breath and exhale all the way. Full Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Reach the right leg back to a high lunge and to a low lunge. And then bring the left knee back. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Drop your forearm. Danda, come down onto your belly. Drop your forehead. Inhale up. Bhujangasana. Exhale. Draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up to plank. And then into downward facing dog. Let's just hang out here for a couple of breaths. So that's the nice thing about the Surya Namaskars. You can make it restorative. You can go super slow, do 2 breaths, do 10 breaths, do whatever feels right for you. One pose you might want to hang out in, another one you might want to just kind of sail right through. And then come down onto the knees, or you can pull the right knee in and kick it back and step the right foot forward to that high lunge. Step the left foot forward, standing forward bend. Look forward, bend the knees, reach the arms back, Uttanasana chair pose, and forward. Inhale, up and down. Take a breath. Namaskar Mudra. Take a breath. Upward reach, Ardha Vasana. Exhale, half Uttanasana. Exhale, full Uttanasana. Look forward, bend the knees. Fingers and toes lined up. Left leg reaches back to a high lunge and then a low lunge. Push the hips back. Bring the right knee back. Hands come forward. Drop the forearm down onto your belly. Drop your forehead. Inhale up and exhale down. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes. Press up to plank and all the way up into the dog. Nice big reach here. can bring your knee forward, or you can kick it out and step forward between the hands. Nice lunge here. Now, if you're having trouble getting your foot up, your right foot up, drop the knee and then scooch it up until you can feel where you're comfortable to lean forward and step the foot forward, standing forward bend. Look forward, bend the knees, reach the arms back and forward. Inhale up, exhale down. Perfect. Great. Take a few moments, sway a little bit, and swing a little bit. Now, in the last video, I told you how I like to do a little side bending when I finish out my SURYA NAMASKAR, because our SURYA NAMASKAR, Sun Salutations, is all straightforward on this line. And so I like to have something on this line to open up the side body. So today, without going into too much technicality of it, let's do the triangle pose. I will do another little breakout class for you on the specifics and the alignment of the triangle. But for today, let's just step our feet a nice, wide, generous step apart. Now, ultimately, you want to have your wrists and your ankles kind of lined up. So that's where you're going. But sometimes you can't get those legs that far apart. So you just go where you can go. So I'm going to lift my arms up. I'm going to check to make sure they're not too high, they're not too low. Right here is good. I'm going to go to the right. So I'm going to point my right toe out. And I'm going to push my left heel out so that my feet are kind of facing this way. And then I'm going to reach to the right, palms face forward, look to the left. And I want to keep this nice straight line into the triangle pose. Nice reach here. Push the hips. We're going to push through that right hip. Push through that left hip. Look up if you can. If you can't, you can just gaze down. And then coming up, you can soften the knee and push up, or you can just come right up. Turn the feet forward. Rest the arms for a minute. Take a breath. Good. Feet are going to go this way, like my body. So my left foot is going out, and my right heel went back. Arms up to the side. Check for level. Take a breath. Reach to the left. And tip up. Nice reach. Breathing into the side body. Pushing the hip up and forward. Reach. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're having trouble coming up, bend the knee. Push it up. And bring the arms down. Step your feet together. Step, step, step. Great. Let's head on down to the mat. And we'll sit with our legs out in front. Press your heels. Come all the way to the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Sit up nice and tall. Press your heels forward, toes opened. Bring your hands this way. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your belly in. Walk your hands down the length of your legs, as far down as you can go. Take a deep breath, and if this is your stretch point, then just be there. If you can go further, just use your breath to go a little bit further each moment. Paschimottanasana. Look to the toes and inhale up. Take a breath. Draw your heels into bound angle and butterfly the knees. I'm going to reach the right hand back, left hand to the top of the right knee. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, turn your chin towards your back shoulder. Pull your belly in. And bring yourself back around. Take a breath. Left hand reaches back, right hand to the top of the left knee. Take a deep breath. And exhale, twist. We're taking 3 breaths here, in through the nose and out through the nose and mouth. Last breath. Exhale your way back to the center. Good. Take a breath. Extend your right leg. Pull your left heel in. Sit up nice and tall. JANA, SHIRSHASANA. Single leg stretch. Press the heel, toes to the sky. Drop the left knee out. Put a bolster underneath or something if your knee is that hurts or there's any kind of injury, it needs some support. You can also bring the heel out a little further, up to you. So sitting up nice and tall, deep breath, and walk the hands down the leg. Drop your head towards your knee and breathe. If this is feeling like a lot of stretch for you, just come back up a little bit. If this is feeling like not enough stretch, then go ahead and hook your wrist and pull back on the foot. And look forward. Drag your hands up the length of your leg. Great. Take a deep breath. Reach that left hand back. Right hand to the top of the left knee. You're going to keep the shoulders nice and square here and extend the left arm straight up next to the ear. Reach it up to the sky. Press the right heel forward and then bring the right ear towards your right knee. Nice side body stretch. This is one of my favorite side body stretches. Breathe into the rib cage. One more breath. And inhale up and float the arm down. Good. Come on back to the center. Extend the left leg and pull the right heel in. Same idea on this side. If this needs support or an adjustment, take a moment to get yourself in the right position for the asana or pose. Pressing the heels forward. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, walk the hands down your leg. Dropping that right knee out, fold forward. Drop your head towards your knee. Look to the toes. Slide your hands up the length of the leg and relax your breath out. Bring your right hand back, left hand to the top of the knee. Extend that right arm straight up. Fingers to the sky. Arm right next to the ear. And then bring attention to your left heel. Press the heel. Left knee. Draw a line right up to the left ear. And then drop the left ear by the left kneecap. Up and over. Nice big reach. Breathe into the side body. Now if you can't reach or touch, that's okay. Just go here. You don't want to go here. Just like this. Let the side body opened up. Inhale up, float that arm down. Turn back to the center. Extend the legs out again. Massage your knees if you need to. One more seated forward bend. Deep breath, exhale, fold forward, drop your head right into your lap. And then look forward and inhale up. Great. Take a breath. And then swing yourself around. And feel free to remain in this position for as long as you wish. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you peace and joy and good health. Namaste.
Thanks for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this series and learning a lot as you go. Drop a comment below and let me know. Until next video, peace out.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and grow with me.